Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Texas. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And for a full year, the Longhorns have had to think about how they just got blown back down I-35 in that game last year, David.
And heard it from their coaches all week long about the beatdown. They talk about it.
And they got him for the sack. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. A first down for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Here's the handoff. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry-up. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but, you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
To the air, it's Manning. It's complete to the right. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10.
And 4 verticals can work against a lot of different kinds of coverages. It doesn't necessarily have to be 3 defenders back deep. That time the defense went too high, and the quarterback found the pocket down the boundary to his wide receiver. Great job.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Run in the red zone. It's Blue. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was paid.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, going to the air. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the left. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they going downfield for the big play. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Bringing it back, and he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds a man on the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's back to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's going to pass. The short hands. It's Achuk. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Now on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Achuk. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips, and try to give your quarterback more time.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Third and goal from way back there. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Navy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know that.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Off play action on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback checking the play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. It's Baxter.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
3rd down coming up after the completion. Now on the move. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. The ball squirts free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got an open man. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To throw, it's Hawkins. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
And the Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
After the misfire, it's second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Using his legs, it's Baxter. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Going up top on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. After the incompletion, it's second down. To the air, it's Manning. Getting some heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Makes the grab. It's Baxter. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
The RPO, it's complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. With the catch, it's Golden. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, they weren't able to come up with a completion on that play, but let's point out a positive here. How about the pass pro up front by this offensive line? They did an outstanding job giving their quarterback time to throw.
Wants to throw on third down. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be...
He's got it on the right. Afterburner's coming. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Rutgers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this run.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, he just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
He's got great speed, and the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Baxter. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, man. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making.
Touchdown, Longhorn! And the stomping has commenced. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, this offense is already really down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets a block. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Longhorns want to move quickly. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Alchuk. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Thompson. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 38, Oklahoma 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. The throw to the outside is complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game. And we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Pulls it in. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. Really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to.
Hey, gang, I'm not like you. I don't concede, gang. I'm sorry. That ain't my style. My style. Get a stop. Get a stop. Get a stop. I don't play this shit, gang. I don't play this shit, gang. I'm playing for the love. I know you feeling good, gang. It's cool, gang. Like I said, I'm not. It's not. This is not. You know. I don't. You know.
And that was a pretty good run there for the the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but
I don't do
that's
no
what this
quick.
offense needs a little bit more. They need a little
That
more
ain't me,
balance,
though.
a little
I
more
don't do no quick.
easy
That just ain't
second
me.
down situations
That
with
ain't
some positive runs
I
on
don't
first
quit.
down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Hey, you did that shit.
Tackle was made
You
after
5-0.
the first down.
I'm a real nigga at the end of
I
the
do
day.
not want a guy that
But you gotta make it to
I
that
want
big
square
stage.
shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first
Who you
down.
played?
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
42 Spiders.
The give to the tailback.
Damn.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I think it's just too early, too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have
This
enough
ain't man.
time
This
to
ain't my
claw
shit
back
right
in.
here.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Bounced off his feet.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for. But most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights for another whole year.
A whole year of bragging. And a whole year of telling OU fans, you're not as good as us. You can throw up the hook 'em horns. You can do it with pride. A lot on the line every year in the Red River rivalry.
It may not be a crown, but it's a hat, and it is golden. In this latest edition of the Red River rivalry, it goes to Texas. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Until next time, that'll do it for this edition of EA Sports College Football.